Good morning. Ira Epstein of Lynn& Associates with your morning flash update. And this is for Thursday, and we are now on the 2nd of March, 2017, just after 9:27 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right, lots to cover. Before we get to the markets, let's look at what's going on. Weekly jobless claims came in down 19,000 to 223. They expected 245, so that just continues to show the tight labor market. Continuing claims up 3,000. Now let me back off here so you can read this a little better here. Stats Canada reported that the GDP rose at a 2.6% annualized rate in the fourth quarter. Sounds good, doesn't it? Well, you're going to see the Canadian dollar's lower when you look at that market. Energy traders, they're saying that OPEC is now offering discounts basically across the board for the April time frame. So that gives you an idea of how much they're in trouble there in the energy. And if you look at energies, and you'll see them in a minute, they're down. European Statistics Agency reported today that the CPI came in at 2% higher in February than the same month a year earlier, and that's the best number they've had since January 13th. There's a problem with it. The problem is once you strip out food and energy, you're only up 0.9%, not even a full percentage point. Then in the House of Lords, instead of backing the House of Commons, they decided to throw back and not accept what the House of Commons gave to them. That sets off a ping pong game. Now, you give me this, I'll give you that. In other words, the whole idea of the compromise so far is off the table, and now we have to see where they reach something to do with each other. So what does it mean for the markets? Well, if you look at the British pound, it's down slightly. Not a big deal because eventually they're going to get that resolved. The euro, don't buy that inflation number is going to stop the ECB because, as I just said, that only 0.9%. We all eat and we all use energy, so you don't have that much in real inflation. And by the way, when you talk about that, from the time that the energies went up with that inflation, they're setting back, as you can see right now, across the board. Remember, we have a record open interest that's been built also on these monstrous bets on crude oil going forward this year that it's going to be able to prop itself up. That's in the face of course, the U.S. shale producers, which are going to produce like there's no tomorrow if prices are in the mid-50s. So you've got to be a bit careful there. That's at least what we're hearing from the trade. Energies, as much as you're getting a bit of a correction today, it's not very much. I got to tell you, there's something more going on that we don't know. What am I talking about? We know that we heard that the Biofuels Association has said the White House is making a change. While there's been denials, you're not backing off very much, especially in all these markets right here. So I'd be a bit careful here. I'm just noticing that you just got hit pretty good in the nat gas. This means that what they had to do is, instead of a draw, they're still building those supplies in, and that is not a good sign. In the middle of winter, we're doing that. Now, it's going to get rather volatile, and that's what happens when these numbers come out, so be aware of that. Other than that, no offerings yet this morning for you. We'll leave everything set as they are. I'm Ira Epstein, going to go back to the trading desk. You have a great trade day.